Yes, it is a hot day. It was very warm in Kentucky. Not crazy hot actually in Kentucky. It's hot right now, 88, 32, 53. That's about 27 right now. Bumper to bumper traffic. I'm not familiar with this area. This is around Miami Valley, I guess. Mason, Ohio. We went and trained the babies this morning. Hi. You stole my glasses, I know. We went and trained the horses at Lexington today. I went with 3. Eric went with Jimbre. Said she trained great, and the 3 I went with was good. Now, I did ask a amateur videographer to do some videos for me of the horses going by her with my phone, and those looked atrocious. So we couldn't use any of the videos. I used one. You saw Maury, a big 5-second clip. It's amazing. A big 5-second clip. What you may have missed, what you may have seen, and it may have eluded you, was that Maury did not have hobbles on. I trained Maury. The track was very deep today. It's notorious that way at the start of the meet. You can't even hear the horses go by. The track's so soft. And I trained Maury in 2.5 last quarter, 29 seconds. He was very, very, very good. No hobbles. Talked to the blacksmith and Eric about maybe making some just minor shoeing changes on him. We did have all the horses scoped, and we realized that Maury did have a trickle, just a trickle of blood in him. But considering all the racing he's done and then what he went through today, I guess it's not that shocking. The vet is on it. Him and Eric say they have a plan of attack. All 3 of the other ones, though, and most importantly, Jimbre showed no blood, none. Impressive. Told you guys, I'm learning also as we go along in regards to Lasix and bleeding, and more particularly young horses. Very curious situation with Jimbre. You know, she went down to Oak Grove. Now, whether it was the heat or what it was, under her first race, she showed a little blood, and we were always playing catch up with her, happily. You know, it was always a little bit less, a little bit less, a little bit less. Not too bad in the final race. Good finish second. Consolation trot of 56. Actually, I'm very surprised. Scott talks the most about her. He likes her. This was our pick. One of fillies that I loved. Top pick at the sale for me, as far as value is concerned, I guess. Training down, everybody liked her. She showed talent. And then when she went to Oak Grove and made a break on Scotty the first week, he wasn't that impressed by her at all, which made me believe that maybe she was in the wrong place. Here she bled a little bit. Scotty was not impressed with her. Then she went out the next week and raced better, and then he really liked her in the final, and he likes her a lot. Well, we did talk before I made this video. Scotty and I talked about where to start the horses, right? I want to talk to Eric about it too. Who's going to go in the Goldenrod? Who's going to go in the B? Do we have any horses to start in the A? I guess the easiest answer would be the latter one, the final one. Anybody to start in the A? No. We're not starting anybody in the A right away. The reason being, what usually happens in the A is there's some killers up in there, and everybody stays away. So you have, that's how Memory and Imagination ended up with 1 4th or 5th last year, but somehow made it in the final, because people don't generally go up there right away. Now, we have some horses I believe are A material, but I don't believe they need to start in the A right away, and they won't. We won't start anybody in the A the first week. Just so everybody knows. I don't want anybody saying, oh, why would Maury start in the B? Well, Maury's going to start in the B for a number of reasons. He's still a colt that's learning. He's a small horse on a big track, and I don't want to put him in, because what happens is, if we start him in the A and he gets any points, and then say they have 7 or 8 horses enter in the final, you are forced to race in that A final. That's where you're forced to race. So I just think we need to be cognizant about that, and just start them where it makes the most sense. So Jimbre trained great. Memento Mori trained good. He will go without the hobbles his first start also. We will take them off of him now as he heads to Lexington. And the last 2, Westland Warrior, I trained in 59 and 4, 2 minutes. My watch said 2 minutes and a fifth, but it's a 1/10 of a second watch. So 59 and a bit. Who cares? He trained good. I was happy with him. I know exactly what was going on. Eric and I talked about it. Talked about his gait and a little bit of interference in Oak Grove, which we didn't see today. We were able to strip a lot of the gear off of him. The horse trained the way I remembered him. So he'll be fine. He'll start in the Goldenrod division also. I'll go with him next week. As I said to Eric, go ahead and list Scotty on everything, except I'll go with Dio. I'll go with Westland Warrior. List Scotty on everything, because it's a lot easier to get Anthony McDonald than it is to get Scott Zeron. So this is not Oak Grove. there'll be a lot of people down here, and Scott may have other obligations that he needs to go with and can't go with our horses. We have to understand that also. So list Scotty on everything, and what he can't go with, I'll also go with those horses too. We do have Rosetta coming down. We do have at Atrant coming down. Militant will start the week after. That gives us one more start after tonight, or after Saturday night with him in Northfield. Then he'll join the others in Kentucky also. We're going to find a couple of stalls because Captain Incredible school today. You'll see him probably qualify twice, race once, and then likely qualify twice and maybe even race once at Mohawk when we're confident that he should be in Lexington, which I'm 98% sure he is supposed to be and he will be. We do want to make sure we have all our avenues open when it comes to Captain Incredible. And at the same time, we don't want to miss a bunch of divisions also. If we missed the first leg, it's not the end of the world, but I don't want to get too deep into the season and say, well, we should have had him ready a little earlier. So that's the plan with him right now. And if I add all those horses up, that's 11 or 12 stalls. Eric only has 9 right now. Now, I know Mark Stacy is taking up one of those stalls, but I certainly want to work with everybody and make sure that we keep everybody, keep all the horses we can in Kentucky that are supposed to be. Maybe some aren't supposed to be. Maybe Militant isn't supposed to be in Kentucky, right? Maybe one of the fillies just isn't working. Who knows? There's lots of time. There's lots of time for us to get to the bottom of who is and is not supposed to be in Kentucky. But for right now, the only 2 for sure heading down are the 2 fillies this week. That will give Eric a full boat. And if we have to find additional stalls for Captain America and Militant, then so be it. We'll work to do that. But that is at least 2 to 4 weeks away, depending on the horse. 2 for Militant, probably 3 anyway for Captain Incredible. Now, Westland Warrior trained good 2 minutes, and I went with Grand Slam Dio also. Stripped everything off of her also. Not the hobbles, but everything else, stripped it all off her. She trained a mile in 59.3. She was very good. I was very happy with her. She's going to like the Kentucky surface a lot better. So I myself trained 3. I was very happy with a very learning experience. I think I got to the bottom of, in my mind anyway, got to the bottom of what was going on with Grand Slam Deal, what was going on with Westland Warrior, and then we made some additional changes to Memento Mori. Took those hobbles off, took his bell boots off. Going to make some shoeing changes with him also. So everything was good today. But the most fun that the girls had anyway was going out to Haley Moore's farm. We got to see all the babies. Now Kelly's going to have to decipher who's who. I can tell you we saw Globetrotting and her baby. We had 6 out there. Globetrotting, Aglaire AM, State Park, My Jazz, Path of Totality. Who am I missing? Path of Totality, State Park. No, she's in Ohio. I got close. I got 5.
Who'd you say?
State Park.
Yeah.
Path of Totality, My Jazz, Globetrotting, and Aglaire AM.
I think that.
No, we're missing one. There's 6 down there.
What was in the first paddock?
The first paddock was Path of Totality, and then we went over. My Jazz was over there. The other State Park and My Jazz were in that one, and the other 2 were in the other one, but we're missing a foal and a baby somewhere. Oh, Capistrano.
Oh.
Capistrano has a absolutely gorgeous lather up colt, and I mean gorgeous. He is big. Anyway, that's what we did for the rest of the morning. Then we left Kentucky. We were up this morning. Addie goes, I'm not going to have a nap. Okay. She was up today at 4:45. So was she. We were in Kentucky by 9:30. We were done training by 11. We went out to the farm and hung out at Haley Moore's for an hour and a half, or an hour or so. And then we got back on the road. Now, the deal I made with Addie was she gets to go to the jump place. So because we're kind of pressed for time, we Googled a jump place that is open here in Cincinnati. And we are going to that jump place right now. And then we are going to go to the mall for Ava. And then we're going to go back home. So that's what our day consists of. We are in Cincinnati right now, heading to, what's it called? Urban Air.
Yeah.
Hope you guys are having a great day. It was a great day. Happy with the trainers. Happy with the babies. Girls are behaving. It's going to be a great day for McDonald's.
Film school.
Yeah, we're going to teach you how to video. Take care.